Hi everyone, this is the Radio Shack 2000658 AM/FM shortwave travel radio. I bought this radio when Radio Shack was just starting to close down, when they were cutting their prices by 20%. The regular price was $39.95 at the time. I got this for $32. It has 22-inch antenna here, 2-inch speaker here. The length is 6 inches, the height's 3.5 inches, and it's 1.5 inches thick. The radio covers 520 to 1710 AM, 87.5 to 107.9 FM, and shortwave 2.3 to 26.1 megahertz. Now, besides the speaker, you have the Radio Shack logo here. The direct entry keypads here. You can either press enter and enter the frequency, or you can one-touch the keypad, and that's where you can store your memories. Dual time here, it's 12:34 AM or 4:34 AM UTC. You can also set your time as well here, and it also works as your tuning when your radio's on, up and down. Your alarm is here with this button. Your sleep function's here, and you can set up to 90 minutes. And your snoozes buttons here. Your lock switches here. You can lock the keypad. And then your timer is this button below the enter. You can also set that to 90 minutes. On the side, your DX local sensitivity switch here. Right here on the left, my left, volume wheel, tone control here, high and low, earphone jack, headphone jack, and then you can plug in a DC adapter, 6-volt adapter, 300 mAh, kickstand here, hand strap here, and you put your 3 AA batteries here. So right now, FM reception. I got about 55 stations. 40 of them were good to great. 8 stations were okay, and 7 stations were weak, and that was around 6 p.m. And then, what I'm going to do is give you a few of the presets and key in a few distance stations to see how well this radio works. So I'm going to put it to FM.
Make sure a suspension is the best case scenario, and Urban Meyer's not going to be fired. Now listen, when this thing started unraveling, when our...
Now I'm going to key in a few frequencies just to see if I can get some of the farther distance stations. I'll start with 97.5 first. Yeah, it's a mix of 2 stations. W248CG Jersey City, New Jersey. That is an FM translator about 10 miles away, simulcasting Radio Canto Nuevo. And then the other station is WALK Patchogue, New York, 60 miles away. Both are rather weak. I'm going to try 99.9. WEZN Star 99.9, Bridgeport, Connecticut, 55 miles. I'll try 101.5 FM.
Like I should be doing something more, but I didn't know what.
Were you always into woodworking and flower farming? Or like, were you just not working at NBC and you're like looking around for something to do?
WKXW, New Jersey, 101.5, 54 miles. It's coming in okay right now. And I'll try one more. 107.9. WEBE, Weeby 108, Westport, Connecticut, 46 miles. Overall, FM is very good. Now I'm going to try the AM dial. I'll do the same thing. I'll give you a reception report, at least during the daytime, around 6 o'clock. Got about 36 stations, 22 were good to great. 3 stations were okay, 5 stations were weak, and then 6 stations were so weak, yes, I heard something, but I had to use a loop to figure it out. A loop antenna. So I'm going to do the same thing, go through a couple of the presets, and then key in a few distant stations to see how far and how well the AM dial is at night.
Churchianity, this is my language, churchianity is not Christianity. So that there could be a potential for you to just pray about.
1 run over 7. Jose Reyes, a pair of homers, 1 from each side of the plate. Scoreboard is only 1 game still going.
Those spots, and we're now treating the other spots. We treated the worst spot and the worst spot that she could see, and now it's all gone, which is...
Okay, that's a little audio test of the AM dial. Now I'm going to key in some frequencies. Actually, you can scroll up. A little weak, but that's CFZM, Toronto, Ontario. That's Zoomer Radio, 330 miles.
Qui était digne d'être écoutée, célébrée, achetée. Elle a existé. Elle a existé, cette scène-là. Et c'est vrai qu'à cette époque-là, au milieu des années 80.
CJBC, Ontario. Toronto, Ontario, Canada, 330 miles. I'll go up to 900 next.
My sister's waiting, Charles. You'd better go right up.
Yes, of course.
I'd better warn you, Madeline's delirious. She doesn't quite know what she's saying.
CHML, Hamilton, Ontario, 337 miles. Now I'm going to try 1080. WTIC, Hartford, Connecticut, 100 miles. A little on the weak side tonight. WBAL, Baltimore, Maryland, 167 miles.
was wrong, except for James Gunn. She believed James Gunn is a pedophile. And there's nothing that says that he was a pedophile. And that's what shocks me. That's what scares me. Is because
WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 394 miles.
And even if, and I don't know if you've had that problem before, you go to one store and you have this problem with this one person. It's like something that's inside this person just like.
WBT, Charlotte, North Carolina, 533 miles.
Upon the face of the earth to bring this final judgment to an end.
WWVA, Wheeling, West Virginia, 349 miles. It's broadcasting Brothers Stare right now. It airs it for about an hour a day, usually around midnight Eastern Time. Now I'm going to try 1500 AM.
Do you owe the IRS more than $10,000? The folks at Civic Tax Relief can help. Their professionals have over 25 years of experience negotiating with the IRS. That's critical. They know the public.
WFED, Washington, D.C., 204 miles.
They will negotiate your... including penalties and interest. **1234. **1234 could save you thousands on your back taxes. You could also be helped if you...
WWKB, Buffalo, New York, 280 miles.
entered into a payment plan and...
daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT now.
WCKY, Cleveland, Ohio, 561 miles. Looks like it's a mix of two stations, but I was able to read out KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 944 miles. But it looks like it may be mixing with another station. Not sure. And then I'm going to try one more, 1690. WPTX, Lexington Park, Maryland, 218 miles. And that is all for the AM dial. AM's pretty good, actually, depending on the spot you're in. It could be just a bad spot on the radio where I'm not catching some of the stations as well as I should. Shortwave reception. I wouldn't buy for shortwave unless you really want just basic, strong shortwave stations. Otherwise, this is more for FM and AM. But I have it already set to 5 megahertz, so I'm going to try that station. But I have to attach a homemade wire antenna, because it'll be very weak if I don't. Because the antenna doesn't do much favors. I'm going to try 3.215. Yeah, shortwave's not that strong. See, I can hardly hear it. I don't think it'll go through the camera.
I haven't watched it. At this point, there's so many...
This is one of the better signals. WWCR 4.840.
What I'm
Nashville.
Oh, and I've gotten desperate. So if what I'm saying is false,
This is Alex Jones, by the way. His show.
shut me down on every platform that the cult state controls.
Which just makes the head state. Let me ask you this question, Cabby. You're really good buddies. We looked it up. We didn't just believe you.
I'm going to try a few other frequencies. I think go down to about 5,800.
For his people, and has raised up the horn of salvation for us in the house of David, his servant.
This is a Christian broadcaster.
Prophets from of old. Salvation from our enemies and from the hands of all.
This might be Brother Stare, but I can hardly hear it. Yeah, the volume's not very good for shortwave, unless they're strong stations. Let's scroll up a little. Yeah, it doesn't work well without a clip-on antenna. Maybe the next band will do well. I'm going to try WWV again. Very weak on 10 megahertz. That'll be all for that. Final thoughts. For FM and AM, this is a very good radio. For shortwave, not so much. It's okay. Some of the stronger stations you probably can pull in very well, but otherwise, I'd buy it more for the AM and FM. And maybe the shortwave conditions aren't up to par right now. I don't really keep track of that. So, there are definitely better receivers, including one I'm going to show you that I've yet to review because there's a lot of features to it. I gotta kind of figure it out. This will definitely perform better. This was a radio that Todderbert reviewed just tonight, actually, earlier tonight. And I gotta figure out how to do a review for this. But I have used this in some of my older videos. Not a review, but some of my older videos featured this radio when I did my station ID and air checks. So I will review this radio. This will probably be the next one I review. But as far as this one is concerned, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. FM and AM aren't great, but shortwave, not so much. But that's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good week, everyone, and God bless. Bye-bye.